I can cook. I can clean. I can stay quiet. Please.
My name is Commander James Vortex. I lived alone in a destroyed city. Post-war. Post-destruction. A place where nobody wanted to be, so everyone forgot about it. I'd learned to not ask questions. To not get involved. To survive by staying isolated. That changed when she appeared at my door. It was 2,300 hours when the knock came. Hesitant. Like whoever was outside was afraid the sound itself might be dangerous. I opened the door with my weapon ready. She was alien. Blue skin glowing faintly in the darkness. Silver hair matted with dirt and ash. Wearing rags that barely qualified as clothing. And in her eyes was something I recognized immediately. Absolute desperation. Please, she whispered. I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need shelter. One night. That's all. I can't, I said, and I moved to close the door. I can cook, she said quickly. I can clean. Can stay quiet. I won't be any trouble. Please. The desperation in her voice made me hesitate. Why are you here? I demanded. What are you running from? She glanced over her shoulder, fear flashing across her features. Slavers, she whispered. They took my colony. My family. I escaped, but they're hunting me. If I'm caught. She didn't finish. She didn't need to. I knew what happened to refugees caught by slavers. I should have turned her away. The law was clear, no aliens. Harboring them meant execution. No trial. No mercy. Instead, I pulled her inside and closed the door. My name is James, I said. What's yours? Lyris, she said, and she collapsed to her knees from exhaustion. I gave her a room. Clean clothes. Food. Medical attention for her injuries. Psychological and physical. She'd been right. She could cook. She could clean. But more importantly, she had a quiet dignity that survived even the worst circumstances. Over the following days I realized something. I'd been dead for so long, I'd forgotten what it felt like to be alive. She reminded me. She spoke about her culture. About her family. About the home she'd lost. And with every story, I felt something in me healing that I didn't know was broken. By the third week, I couldn't imagine her leaving. By the third month, I couldn't imagine living without her. The slavers found us on a rain-soaked evening. They came to my door with weapons and authority. We're looking for a fugitive, their leader said. Alien female. Valuable property of the Velcara slave collective. No aliens here, I said calmly, my hand on my weapon. We can search, he said. You could try, I said. He studied me for a long moment. Something in my expression must have told him I wasn't bluffing. If we find out you're harboring her. You won't, I said. Because there's nobody here but me. He left. But I knew it was only temporary. That night I made a decision. We have to leave, I told Lyris. I'm going to get you to the underground network. They smuggle refugees off-world. It's not safe to stay here anymore. What about you? She asked. I'll follow when I can, I lied. I don't believe you, she said. She was right not to. The journey to the underground was perilous. We had to move through destroyed neighborhoods, past checkpoints, through areas where slavers patrolled looking for escapees. When we reached the safe house, the coordinator looked at me and shook her head. You have to come too, she said. They'll execute you for harboring her. I know, I said. But I need to buy time for her to get away safely. Lyris grabbed my arm. No. Come with me. Please. I can't, I said. But listen to me. You're going to have a life. Real one. Not as a slave. Not as a fugitive. A life where you can be free and safe and happy. That's all I need. I turned myself in the next day. Confessed to harboring an alien. Admitted everything. The trial was a formality. The execution was scheduled. But on the day before my scheduled execution, a strange thing happened. A woman walked into the courthouse. Lyris. Not in hiding. Not in fear. standing tall in official United Earth Alliance diplomatic robes. "I'm here to testify," she said, "on behalf of the Velcara Collective and the Earth Alliance. This man saved my life. By law, that makes him a protector of my species. By the new accords between our governments, he deserves recognition, not execution." The courtroom exploded in chaos. But by sunset I was released. We left that city together. Lyris became a diplomat, a bridge between species, and I became her security chief. Not to protect her from external threats, but to help her build a better world. Every day I thought about that moment at my door when she whispered, "I can cook, can clean, I can stay quiet." She could have done all those things. Could have stayed in the shadows. Could have disappeared. Instead, she changed everything. She changed me. By simply asking for help, she taught me that isolation wasn't survival. It was slow death. And by opening my door to her, I learned something I'd forgotten. We're only truly alive when we're connected to others.